Whoop, whoop. All right, Miss Sandy Clemons, we are officially live. Hello, weirdos.
Hello.
Welcome back to an episode of Whiskey and Weird. I'm super stoked to be here. I've been waiting for this, and I'm so excited to be on with my friend and my boss lady, Sandy Clemons.
I wear two hats.
Yeah, well, actually, she wears a lot more. If you saw the lovely ad that was written, she does a lot of things, a lot. Actress, choreographer, dancer, yes, all of it. Photographer, she does it all. She does a lot of things. Musician, singer.
I like to stay busy.
That is really true, and she keeps me busy when I'm here too. So I guess that's a good thing. But we like to sing together too. That's what we should have done. We should have created a number.
The next one. You know, I have a song. The next
one's gonna be all song and dance. That would be totally fun.
That'd be fun. We'll choreograph it only from our elbows out.
Right. Yeah, let's totally do that. So anyway, those of you who are going to be joining us for the first time tonight, you can like and follow my page here on Whiskey and Weird. You can find it on YouTube also, Twitter, Instagram. I'm all the places.
It's everywhere.
It's everywhere. You can like and follow Whiskey and Weird, and I'd really love it if you did. I'm really excited about this new season. There's some cool stuff kind of in the talks, and yeah, I'm really excited. I think we're going to have fun. So we're going to taste a little whiskey, and I'm going to invite Miss Sandy here into the tasting process with me. This is kind of her first time, right?
I've never done this. I've done wine tasting. Mm-hmm. I'm really good at cookie tasting. Really good.
It's not good at cookie tasting.
Well, there are people. I don't know. There are people that don't get that process.
Right?
But I'm excited about this because Lauren introduced me to whiskey mules, which is my new fave. Mm-hmm. I love them.
Yeah. Yeah. We should have shared the picture of you
falling out of the chair.
Yeah, and we hadn't even had a sip yet.
I have hammock chairs, and there's a process by which you grab and you stick under your butt and scoot yourself back. But I had a cat and a blanket, and I set my drink down to try to get in. And let's just say, look on Lauren's Facebook page, and you'll see me sprawled on the ground. It's a really flattering picture.
I'll have to share it here. On Whiskey and Weird too. And with that, I should mention, of course, that we are live from Sandy's Bed and Breakfast, which is also my place of employment, the Coeur de Lion Bed and Breakfast. It's in the Cougar Gulch area of Coeur de Lion. It's really beautiful. If you follow me at all, you've seen a bajillion pictures from here, either of the view or of the moose, because they come here too, right? So
it's pronounced Coeur de Lion.
Oh yeah, Coeur de
Lion.
Yeah.
Coeur de Lion.
Yeah. There's going to be a test later. So if you chime in, I know someone's watching. Someone is
probably my mother.
Probably your mother or mine, or someone who
loves
us. Thanks for watching, Mom and Dad. So say hi, go grab whatever it is, your favorite beverage that you need for tonight, whether that's water or whiskey or beer or wine. Tell me what you're drinking. You guys know the drill, but we're going to get started. I just
noticed the bottle. That's a pretty bottle.
This is the new whiskey that I chose. It's
Look at that.
The tickling whiskey, and it is an Irish. I've actually been wanting to try this. Oh,
hi. The B&B guest. Did you get your letter?
Yes, I did. You guys have that?
We're doing a live broadcast right here, but you can come say. No, you're totally fine. Come say hi.
Hi.
Okay. We're gonna go into the city for dinner, but we'll be back later.
All right. Yeah. I'm not your mama. You can come in anytime you want. Yeah. I'm not gonna sniff your breath for alcohol.
Okay.
As long as you don't sip ours.
We're having whiskey, but you stay good. This is how it is at the B&B. Like,
this is how
he's running to tell me something. I'm like, you have rules I'm not following. Let's just put it like that.
So I think this is your friend Jen. She said, "Hi, ladies. Side note: this is not your mother." Thanks, Jen. Thanks for watching us.
I love her. She bought me the coolest cup. Inspirations in Spokane, you guys.
Nice.
If you ever want a really cool spa to go to, Inspirations in Spokane, Washington. Jen Jonathan Johnson are the best.
Oh,
The best.
that sounds awesome.
We're gonna go there and have a girls' day.
We should.
Mhm.
Hey, maybe we could do an episode.
Let's do it. Jen's got this beautiful pink streak. Let's do it. We're gonna have an
Let's do
episode.
it. Oh, Kristen is here too.
Mhm.
Hi, Kristen. She says, "Ha, I'm not your mom either." Wow, there's people watching who aren't our parents. So anyway, let's get back to our tasting. So this is tickling. It's a Dublin whiskey. It's been around since 1762. 1762. So
That's
this
an
is
old bottle.
it it's been distilled.
That's old. I've never tasted anything that old.
Me
How did
neither.
you find that?
I dug it up in the dirt.
Yeah.
It floated up on the beach. I don't know. Anyway, so we're gonna try this. I'm not gonna say too much about it because the fun part is to kind of smell it, see what kind of notes you get with your nose, right?
Okay.
And then we also taste it. And when you taste it, well, I'll kind of walk you through the process and you can do it right after me. But what I always do is I always smell it right out of the bottle because it always smells a little stronger. So I just popped.
Oh,
The
look
little
at this
top.
cork. Look at this top. Look, it's a cork.
Mm-hmm.
Is that like typical? Am I just-
Actually, there are quite a few that are like that.
if this was wine,
many
I'd
of
smell
them.
the cork.
Yeah, you
Ooh,
can.
it smells good.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Yeah. So then just kind of get your nose in there. No boogers.
No, what am I smelling? Okay.
You get
Oh, I
anything?
can smell it. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Woo.
Yeah. So then you can kind of,
I think I have a buzz just from smelling it.
all right. So we did that.
Okay.
And usually we'd have a different kind of glass, right? For
This is a
whiskey.
beautiful glass.
Um,
This is from my cabinet.
these are the glasses we sip our whiskey mules from. So what you do is we just pour a little bit in, and you know, when you pour this, of course, there's lots of different words for it. A dram, a finger. You'll hear people refer
Oh yes, a
to,
finger. I've heard
right?
that.
I'm going to
Mhm.
have a couple fingers of whiskey.
Right,
That's
3
what they mean.
fingers,
They're
yeah,
using
okay.
their finger as a measurement. So we'll do a little bit. Ooh, I just made a little mess. And so then this is kind of the funny part. You can you want to kind of put your whole
Oh my
nose
God.
in there, right?
That's strong.
It is pretty strong.
This isn't a pretty look.
I know
don't
it's
what
not,
I'm
but
doing.
it's what makes it really fun. Now you can also do this. This is an interesting thing that each of your nostrils they'll pick up different scents. So it's kind of fun
Oh, okay.
to just kind of. It's not so much with this.
So I'm
There's not
looking
a lot
for
of
I'm looking for notes.
yeah. So
That's a high C. Ah!
yes, not that kind of note.
Okay.
So like you might what kind of aromatic notes? What do you smell? Do you get any hints of anything?
Is it possible that I'm smelling cloves?
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's the
Really?
cool thing though. People will get completely different scents off of that. I mean, that might just be because you love cloves.
I love cloves. This is interesting. I don't know what I'm smelling, but it really smells good.
It's kind of florally to me. I wonder if that goes with the clove thing.
I think that's my perfume. Yeah, I think that's my
Probably. Yeah, it's your perfume. Damn
The
it.
deodorant.
Damn it. You shouldn't have.
Okay, I smell cloves, and I do smell some floral.
Hmm.
And there's-
All right.
Okay.
So sometimes this doesn't got a lot of sweetness to it. There's honestly not a lot of aromatic notes. There's nothing of distinction. So now what we're going to do
Mhm.
is you're going to put a little bit of it in your mouth and hold it with your tongue like on the roof.
Oh, like
And-
caviar.
Kind of, yeah. Just
Like
hold it there
caviar.
for a minute and see what happens.
Okay. See what happens?
Mm-hmm.
What could happen? Like, could something happen?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. 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 And swallow when you're ready.
Ah!
So this one has a bit of a burn, right?
Yeah.
So the interesting thing about whiskey, she's a whiskey tasting virgin.
I am.
This is why we mix them.
Wow.
Hi, Patty
Oh my
and
God.
Katrina. Thanks for watching, you guys.
Patty's calling from Belize.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Patty, do I need to bring some of this whiskey with me?
Somebody's snort laughing at us.
That's Patty.
So is she. She's snort laughing too. She is. Okay.
I feel like I just had my mouth cleansed with a sterilizer.
Yeah.
Like there's no germs in here anymore.
Yeah.
And it's kind of going up into my sinus cavity.
Well,
I think I snorted it.
You know what? It's really because you're not used to. I think
So it doesn't
part
burn
of it.
you?
It does a little bit,
Why
but
is it in my chest?
yeah, because I'm used to drinking whiskey probably. But you're right. It is. Now, what's interesting now, this like many, it's kind of a trendy thing right now to hold whiskey after in rum barrels. So like this one, they put it in another 6 months in ex rum barrels for maturation to get some of that flavor. I don't get a lot of rum in this one.
The woody?
Well, they're always in barrels, right? Oak barrels. So you often will get those depending on the oak, depending on how long it sits in the oak barrel. But this one to me doesn't have as much. Like sometimes you can really get a hint of the rum in it. But
I can taste some of the rum.
You get it a little bit in here. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So it's not bad. Now, interesting, the burn. A lot of times there's another difference. You know how you got the burn right on your tongue when you were holding it there? Sometimes it doesn't come until you swallow. And so there's different ways of describing what we call the finish.
But then the burn kind of went down my chest and up into my head, my cut. I think I snorted it. I think that was the problem.
So
wow.
Yeah. I mean, I honestly, there was a little burn holding, but it actually has a pretty mild finish, I think. But again, I drink whiskey.
This is such a pretty bottle. I really am obsessed with looking at how pretty and solid this bottle is.
Yeah.
I like this. This is nice.
So what we can do now is I can read a little bit. Sometimes I try not to read these beforehand because then they're too suggestive. And you know. So it just says since 1782, I think that's what that
oh my God, I'm
1782, the Teeling family have been crafting Irish whiskey. The Teelings are renowned for their vision in doing things differently, and their whiskeys embody this entrepreneurial spirit. This small batch, so this is a small batch whiskey, which is pretty cool. This small batch bottling consists of hand-selected casks, which are given a further 6 months maturation in ex-rum barrels, imparting an extra sweet and smooth flavor. So, yeah. No chill filtration. Okay, so over here. Oh, I forgot it. I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab some ice.
She's leaving me.
I'm leaving.
I'll entertain you while we're here.
Hold down the fort.
Some things most people don't know about Irish whiskey is that only if you're Irish can you drink it. Otherwise, you grow warts on your face. Luckily, I am Irish. Are you?
I am.
Oh, yeah. Oh, look, we've got are you making a mule?
I'm making mule. So this, of course, if you've watched before, we do sometimes, we have done mixers. Christmas time, we did cool mixers. I did with my friend Sean last year.
I'm holding up so people can see the process of putting ice in the glass.
Putting some ice in the glass.
She spit on her hand first.
Yeah. I spit in the bowl before I put it back in the freezer. A little extra flavors. Enough ice. You want more ice?
Oh my gosh, I don't know.
You probably need more.
Patty says that she's Irish and she does not drink it. So you don't want me to bring any of this to Louise?
And Kristen says it gives her hiccups. I'm gonna test that theory next time I see you, Kristen.
I'm spiking your stuff for Thanksgiving, girlfriend.
So an Irish mule. So you've heard of a Moscow mule, of course, which is vodka. Whiskey mules are made with whiskey. Irish mules, particularly made with Irish whiskey. So
how much do you put in there?
We can put in as much as we want.
Oh, wow.
But I usually put in about 3 fingers with the ice.
Okay. So
right?
Oh, look, she did that. It's 3 fingers, and she was able to just do that. My sister gave me this manicure. Isn't that lovely? Yeah.
All right. And then we add ginger beer, right? So this one is this comes to us not really compliments. They didn't give it to us, but the Cock and Bull Ginger Company.
That's a name.
That is a name.
And you put those two together.
I don't know. But your husband bought this, which I thought was funny.
David Clemons bought ginger beer.
He did. So can I tell this story about David going to the store to buy us whiskey?
Yes.
So we had been trying to have these for a while. We had them once. I made them for us once, right?
Yes,
Here,
they're
you can pour
yummy.
that. And so Sandy kept saying, we need to have more whiskey mules. We need to have more. So we have them on our little grocery list, which is actually our bed and breakfast list, like the things that we need for breakfast or around the bed and breakfast for toilet paper or whatnot. But we've had whiskey, particularly Jameson whiskey and ginger beer on the list for a while, and we just kind of moved it down to the bottom. And so one morning, David was heading out grocery shopping, opened up the list, and he's reading the list, and he looks at me and he says, what's this down at the bottom? And I said, oh, you don't need to worry about that. He says, no, it's on the list. I'm going to get it. And I said, okay. I said, Jameson whiskey and ginger beer for our Irish mules. And he's like, oh, I don't think I know how to do that. So I explained to him where to find the whiskey and where to find the ginger beer. And he got back a few hours later and he says to me, shopping for that whiskey was kind of like shopping for women's lingerie for me.
It goes to show you how he's bought me lingerie.
Right? Yeah, I want to see that lingerie.
That's right.
That's funny. So it was really
gosh.
sweet. But he did great. He got the Jameson. He got the Cock and Bull ginger beer, which is actually really good. It's really strong ginger flavor.
I think
so. Thank you, Cock and Bull. Just check that out.
Oh, this smells so good. This smells good. No, this smells good. You can smell the ginger. Did we do a cheers or something?
Well, yes, you can. You would usually say in Ireland or the short version. In Ireland or Scotland, you say sláinte.
Sláinte.
Mm-hmm.
Sláinte. I'm gonna name my next child Sláinte.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's good.
It is good. So
somehow the ginger with that works really well. I love the ginger.
Yeah, it is good.
Yeah.
I'll move this over here so we don't knock it over accidentally. So you guys, thanks to everyone who's here. Make sure, so good. See, Patty knows how to spell it. Good job.
Good
Although
job.
there would be a little accent thing over there. But and I definitely would come to Belize. I'm coming to Belize to do whiskey and weird. Actually,
be there.
I'll be running the bed and breakfast while she's in Belize.
I know. I'm gonna be to Belize,
Yes.
baby, and you and
Yeah.
me, Patty, on the beach. Sláinte.
Sláinte. So you guys make sure you tell us what you're drinking. If you chime in, say hi. If you have a question at any time. So the fun part of this, we have a lot of new people here, thanks to Sandy, right? So if you have a question
My peeps.
as we're doing this or whatever, about anything, a question for me, a question for Sandy, a question about the bed and breakfast, a question about something else we're talking about, please chime in and I will do my best to do that. So the topic tonight, we always talk about really crazy things, right? When we're making breakfast in the morning.
We do.
Really random things.
Random.
So honestly, I think one day Sandy just said to me, did you know that it's illegal to ride a camel across the road in Coeur de Lion? And I said, no, I didn't know that.
It is.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
So when I was trying to figure out what weird we could do on this show, I thought, what better than like weird laws?
Weird laws.
Weird
laws.
laws. So Sandy has a list. I actually have a book. If you guys know of any weird laws in the town, city, county, state where you live, share them with us. But yeah, do you want to kick it off with a couple?
I think it's interesting that we were talking earlier that in Idaho Falls, it's illegal to ride a motorcycle if you're over 88. And I think I agree with that law. I think it's a wise law.
I think
in
that
Pocatello, you're required by law to smile. Pocatello, Idaho. Okay, we're safe.
We could totally
We're
live in
safe.
Pocatello.
Let's see. It's illegal to buy onions after dark without a permit. So that's good. It's against the law to live in a dog kennel unless you're a dog. So, I think that's really good.
You guys, if anyone has ideas about why these laws might have come into being, I think we should discuss. But I'm going to say this. So Jonas says, here, we'll pop it up here. So Dave didn't know what to get or in what size, but he had fun wandering around the store all day, right?
In the lingerie section.
That's exactly right.
He was trying to have have it.
Mhm.
And there's a section of Idaho law called the Mahan section. So in this section, cannibalism is illegal unless it's necessary.
Is that maybe true in a lot of places?
I
think that's like an idea, right? So then, when would it be necessary to eat your friend?
You know what?
This.
I think that snow and ice is required. That's why we have a big storage area of food in this house in case it snows. You know,
we should take a picture of that. That's Eugene's room, and
Eugene, yeah.
he hoards all the food. Wait, 1 second. Kristen says the state of Idaho forbids you from fishing off the back of a camel. Okay, here's my question. When was the last time anyone saw a camel in Idaho?
Well, a lot until they made these laws. They left.
I wonder if someone confused a moose.
With a camel? Have you seen a camel and a moose?
I have, but you know what? People have
somebody
it.
saw
Some
a moose.
people haven't.
Somebody saw a moose and said,
I'm just saying.
"Look, it's a camel." And then they said, "No, a camel has a hump." And they go, "A hump or a rack?" Maybe they meant one of the other.
2 humps or a rack? Is that what you mean?
A rack.
She's got 2 humps. I mean a rack.
That's how that got started.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I love Arkansas law because in Arkansas, it's illegal for a man to give his sweetheart a box of candy and weigh less than 50 pounds. That makes sense. If you see people from Arkansas, I have an Aunt Margie that lives there. This makes total sense.
They're not eating anything smaller than a 50-pound box of chocolates. I might move to Arkansas.
Also
No,
in Arkansas, you may not fish on an alligator's back. So if you're fishing, you can't sit on an alligator and fish. I think that's a safety thing we gotta be. Now, I do have some really great information. Do you know why laws like this were made?
No. Tell us.
I will tell you. So the reason this was is in order to, if Lauren and I decided to go move out in the middle of the wilderness, we'd have to take Jonas and David and Patty and Patrina, and I mean, we had to take Kristen and then her kids. We have to take some. In order for us to form an actual city, we have to come up with 10 laws.
Oh.
So I think we need to come up with a law.
All right. Oh, I was just looking to see if anyone had anything else.
Yeah. I have a law that you have to have a whiskey mule at least once a month.
Once a month? That's the law we're having? Okay, at least once a month.
At least once a month.
So you guys, you name your laws. If you could write a law today, if we built a little whiskey and weird commune, right? A little whiskey and weird commune, all these people here hanging out with us, other people we love, care about, what would the laws of a whiskey and weird commune be? Well, clearly,
spit in your bowl before you add the ice.
That's right. You spit in the bowl before you add the ice. You have to drink whiskey every day.
That would be
every day.
Every day.
Every day.
While you smile.
While you smile. Yeah, I do like that.
Pocatello has it right.
Smiling all the time.
Public displays of affection in Idaho are limited to under 18 minutes. Because 19 minutes, there's some sick things that could happen. Only 18. Only 18.
Under 18.
Not 19, because then you've gone too far. Too far. It's gotta be.
I wonder who made this law. And what was that like for them?
My grandmother did that. If you're selling an Idaho deluxe potato with a rot, blemish, or sun damage, it can get you sent to jail for up to 6 months. That's a serious potato law.
Wow, that could be real.
That
today.
is real.
But I mean, yeah. But you know what I mean? Like, people could get really pissed about that. You sold me a bad potato.
Look at this rotten spot. Look at this rotten spot.
Sand.
Riding a merry-go-round on Sundays is considered a crime. Just don't do it. Just say no to merry-go-rounds on Sundays.
I don't think in most states you're allowed to do anything fun on Sunday.
That's the blue laws. They got rid of those.
Oh.
I grew up with those things, man. No going to the grocery store on Sunday. Can't do any shopping on Sunday. Those are blue. Oh, here's an important one. You may not walk down the street with a red-tipped cane. Red tip. You blue tips, you go right ahead, but no red-tipped canes. Is what we're saying. Residents in
Why?
Boise may not fish from a giraffe's back.
Oh, so she had camel. That's fishing off the back of a camel. So I don't know.
This is
both?
Boise, though. This is
that's
giraffe.
Boise.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this just says the state of Idaho.
Oh my
So-
God, this is a good one. Okay, this is important. But you just react.
Okay.
React.
Okay.
In Coeur de Lion, in Idaho, Coeur de Lion, if a police officer approaches a vehicle and suspects that the occupants are engaging in sex, he must either honk or flash his lights and wait for 3 minutes before approaching the car.
You got 3 minutes, baby. Come on.
When did you start the timer? You get 3 more minutes. Oh my God.
Oh, I think I want to test that theory.
I think you want to. I'm not gonna do it. I have to honk or flash the light. Maybe I can do both.
Does that count if you're on private property?
You know what? Yeah, it counts because it's Coeur d'Alene. Dirt may not be swept from one house onto the street. So quit doing that.
I do that all the time here at the bed and breakfast.
Persons may not overnight camp on sidewalks in the city. That makes sense.
They need that law in Seattle, Washington.
Now, this I think is a good law because I think I've seen some things that are offensive. An ordinance declares in Louisiana, this is Louisiana, goatees are illegal unless you first pay a special licensing fee for the privilege of wearing one in public. I think it's a good law. It's a solid law.
It is.
It's a solid
Someone put that law into effect who was just really pissed off about something.
You know, it's a good thing you don't have facial hair.
What? Okay, I get it. I get it.
You could do a goatee.
Mhm.
Biting someone with your natural teeth is a simple assault, while biting someone with your false teeth is an aggravated assault. So, Mom, quit biting people.
Oh, wow.
I know.
That's a good reason to keep your regular teeth.
It's
as long as you
aggravated.
can.
Yeah, I do because it's just a
Right?
simple assault.
It's just keep those teeth, people. Brush them
Yeah.
every night.
You know, I
Twice a
saw
day.
you in the parking lot the other day, so you need to know this. It's illegal to gargle in public places.
I
I saw you with
was gargling.
in the parking lot. I saw you.
That wasn't me.
No, I think so.
I
Oh,
wonder
wow.
what I
Wow.
was gargling.
Wow.
Okay.
Louisiana, what is wrong with you? It's illegal for a woman to drive a car unless her husband is waving a flag in front of the car. There's a lot of women that don't have husbands anymore because
You know what? It was definitely a woman who made that law.
yeah.
Because they're like, let's get those sons of bitches out in front of the vehicle.
Sam will tell me to consider this. Oh, honey, I need you to wave the flag. I'm not quite sure how to get this
I
thing.
need your help, honey. Can you,
know-
wave that flag for me?
True story. My mom is an excellent driver. The way she met my dad was acting like she didn't know how to parallel park a car, so he would do it for her.
That's smart.
That's smart. Then
That's
she also
really
pretended
smart.
she didn't know how to play pool, so he would teach her how to do that.
Oh, and then did she totally hustle him?
Yeah,
Right?
she's still doing it. She still takes his money. Yeah.
Patty wants to know if we're eating adult brownies. I wish.
No, but I do have a block of cheese here that I was doing. And
And summer sausage.
summer sausage, I said, you're going to sit next to me with my summer sausage breath.
Yep.
You may not tie an alligator to a fire hydrant in Louisiana.
You know what? I have a strong suspicion that someone has, in fact, tried to tie an alligator to a fire hydrant.
I think
there.
that's a real thing.
I think.
This is, I'm an Oklahoma farm girl, and we cook. If someone dies, we're going to cook. We're going to cook. In Louisiana, mourners at a wake may not eat more than 3 sandwiches. I'm watching you. You're eating 3 sandwiches.
Those little old ladies sat around and said, they always eat all the food, right? They have to figure out how to.
But it's interesting. Massachusetts has the same law. I looked at that. Louisiana and Massachusetts have the same law about the eating of the 3 sandwiches. So apparently it's a big deal.
Traveling between states, right?
You could go from state to state and just go to wakes and eat.
And just eat the 3
And
sandwiches.
just only 3 and then you're done.
Like wedding crashing, but weight crashing for the sandwiches.
Now, you know, they have talked about Boston tea, the Boston Tea Harbor. I think Boston could have some messed up ideas. And if you've ever driven there, I understand why, because their streets, they took all these goat trails and they just said, call it good. We're just going to pave it over. It's going to be a street. In Massachusetts, it's Boston. It's illegal to take a bath unless instructed to do so by a physician. Do you agree with that law?
I don't know. Maybe it would get more people to the doctor. But this is funny. This is what I was laughing at. This is your mom. Did you say that I had to take my teeth out to kiss your dad? Yes.
I actually didn't say that out loud, but Lord knows it's a true thing. So
yeah. We don't want any assaults happening.
Oh
right.
my gosh. No, but I did say, Mom, that you were the one that feigned not knowing how to park your car. So Virgil could park it for you. Virgil. And my parents are literally Laverne and Shirley.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Shamil. Shamazel.
Pop and Pepper Incorporated.
In Provincetown, Massachusetts, it's illegal to sell suntan oil until afternoon on Sunday.
Okay.
There we go.
Why?
Why? Oh, and it's illegal to frighten a pigeon in Massachusetts, so that's important. It's illegal to put tomatoes in clam chowder, and I'm agreeing with that one.
Yeah.
I'm agreeing. That's a good law. That's a good law.
I'm just thinking about like the time and energy spent on creating these laws.
Oh, it's illegal to keep a mule on the 2nd floor of a building not in a city unless there are 2. Unless there are 2.
Unless there are 2 mules.
That's right.
Right?
There's 2 mules.
That's really funny.
My favorite one is the police officer. I got to tell you the truth. The police officer.
Jeremiah says, I take my teeth out to kiss your dad. Jeremiah is Sandy's son, by the way. We got a little.
Jeremiah.
Hi, Jeremiah.
We love you. Hi. We miss you. Wish you were here. You would be having fun with this email stuff. You know, we should have him as a guest. He's full of interesting information.
We should.
He could tell us communication skills.
We definitely. You're next, Jeremiah. You're next on the show with me.
In Massachusetts, I don't know what is up with Massachusetts. They have some crazy life going on there. No gorilla is allowed in the back seat of any car. That's important, especially if you're in Coeur de Lion having sex in the back.
This is important. This is important.
Snoring is prohibited unless all bedroom windows are closed and securely locked.
I can feel that.
Yeah. In Newton, Massachusetts, all families must be given a hog from the town's mayor. I mean, it wouldn't be good to be the town's mayor. People just move there to get their hog and then they're out of there.
Yeah.
That's a good move.
You know what I'm imagining is people sat around writing these laws, laughing hysterically just like we are.
Well, I would love for us to come up. We have to come up with our own laws. We're going to come up with our new laws. Jeremiah says, hell yeah, you're going to be on this show with us.
Jonah says, you guys have 2 mules on the 2nd floor. Rule follower.
We do, yeah. That's right. In Marlborough, Massachusetts, it's illegal to buy, sell, or possess a squirt gun. Silly string is illegal in the city limits. So this is not an old law. No. Silly string.
Right.
I mean, that's not been around since the 1800s, right?
I can't imagine.
I can't imagine, but unless people just were going like, oh, you're being silly
But
for some string
in
B.
Let's make this silly. Okay, ready?
Oh my gosh, yeah.
I think rules like this are still made in little teeny tiny towns. Think about Footloose. You weren't allowed to dance there.
You know, that's not a real, that's not a real city, right?
Sure it is. Sure, it's not. Wasn't that
a real
wasn't
city.
that a
It's
true
movie.
story?
It's a movie.
It wasn't a true
It's
story.
not a true city. It's illegal. My boys need to know this one. Jeremiah, you need to pass this on. This seems like something that you would do. It's illegal for 2 men to carry a bathtub across the town green. It's illegal for that. 3 women, yeah. 2 men, no.
2 men, no.
2 men,
Okay,
no.
so we have a couple more. So Patty says it's illegal. Wait, hold on. Let me pull this up. It's illegal in Normal, Illinois, to make faces at a dog.
That makes sense. Have you seen my sister's dog?
It should be.
It got batshit crazy.
It should be illegal to name a city Normal. I don't know.
If you're on the other side of the town, it's called abnormal. You know, in Coeur de Lion, you go north, you hit Sound Point, you go north. There's a place called, oh my gosh, Kristen, help me out. I'll think of it. Keep going.
Okay. Kristen, help her out. No person in Galesburg, Illinois can have a smelly dog.
That's a great law.
It is a great law.
We had
a lot
someone
of doggy baths having it.
There was a point in time when we allowed guests to come to the bed and breakfast, right? And
Wait, you just said once upon a time we allowed guests to come to the bed and breakfast.
yeah, we did.
I don't think that's
and
what she
then they
meant to
annoyed
say.
us. And we didn't
No?
We
Yeah.
allowed guests to bring their pets.
There, that's better.
Okay. And most of the time, I would always say people that travel with pets are absolutely the cleanest dogs, most well behaved, better than a 2-year-old, right?
Mm-hmm.
Until the one smelly dog that got in.
Yeah.
And it was so bad when it walked past me. It stunk so bad. And that was
Yeah.
one of my determining factors to go, you can't bring your stinky dog to my place.
So little piece of information about the bed and breakfast. You can't bring smelly dogs.
No smelly dogs.
That is a law here at the bed and
Oh,
breakfast.
there's a place uptown up north called Hope.
Oh.
Hope, Idaho. And then the little place, this town beyond up north of that is called Beyond Hope.
Oh,
There's Hope and then Beyond Hope.
Yeah, I thought that's good. Okay, let's see. Oh, here's another one. Patty's on. She's on this. Oh, wrong one. This is what I meant to post. In Galesburg, it's a $1,000 fine to beat a rat with a bat. And then she put, gotcha. Gotta catch him first. That's awesome.
Where did that rule come from? Like, where did that law, like some pet lover walked around and saw some old lady beating the bat and went, no, we can't have that anymore.
No. All right, let's get this book. So you guys have picked up this book,
You
this
get
weird
some
U.S. laws. They're from all over. So let's start with the back.
But it says, read this. It says,
strange, bizarre, wacky, and absurd.
So what is the difference between wacky and bizarre?
And absurd and strange.
Yeah,
I mean,
wacky's like a,
right?
it's
I
a
mean,
different word. Like strange, I got. Wow, yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Strange, bizarre, wacky,
Oh, look
and
at
absurd.
Kristen's. Read that one.
You can't. I can't live in Poland. You can't like Winnie the Pooh in Poland. What?
Kristen, is that a law or is that just like a social norm? Like, is it an actual law or is it like a social norm? Like, I don't know. We can't invite Kristen to the party because she likes Winnie the Pooh. You know? She's gonna do that Pooh
Love
one
Winnie the
again, and she's gonna sing that Pooh song. Winnie the Pooh.
Winnie the
Yeah,
Pooh.
that's the song gonna be.
Chubby little cubby all stuffed with. Just kidding.
What does that say?
10 really strange laws you might accidentally break. Oh,
Wow.
so she's doing her research.
Good job.
She's Googling it. All right. In Memphis, you aren't allowed to share your pie.
I like that law.
Nor
My family.
can you take home any leftover pie.
Oh no, that part's not good.
Yeah, why did they put those two together?
So my family, when they sit down, they don't know how to just eat their pie. Out of their mouth is one sentence. This is good. You want to bite? This is good. You want to bite? This is good. You want to bite? They always want to share.
Yeah.
My parents traveled all over the U.S. and they can tell you every place in every state where they serve pie. They literally can. You know, they have some good pie there. That coconut cream. That's my parents, literally. You ask them, Virgil and Shirley Hardin, Vernon Shirley, they can tell you every pie place in the U.S.
Yeah. What's your favorite? What will you recommend to us right now, Shirley?
Yeah.
What pie?
Mama, what's your favorite pie? Type it in there.
All right, here's another one. Wait. Jeremiah says,
Show this.
hold on. All those revolutionaries in Poland who are pro 100 acre wood characters. Pooh Land Freedom Fighters. Nice. I'm moving there. I'm gonna live there. Screw the whiskey and weird commune. I'm moving to that place.
Oh, yeah, that part.
The
That's so fun.
pro 100 acre.
Hi.
Okay. Motorists in Alabama are prohibited from driving their vehicles while blindfolded.
They are not risk takers.
You know, I mean, rules, especially today, are often made because of dumb people in the world, right? So
Yes.
this says to me, somebody, in fact, tried to drive their car blindfolded, and
Mhm.
probably more than one person.
But
Right.
you know, I had to tell you, when you come to the bed and breakfast, Coeur de Lion in Coeur de Lion, Idaho, there's a sign on the front door that tells you how to open the front door. And the reason for that is because I get calls at like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. Goes, I'm sorry to bother you. Your front door's locked. I'm like, no, my front door isn't locked. You just don't know how to do it. So that's why we have a sign on the front door that says the front door is not locked. If you can't do it, call a friend, ask them, but do not call me to ask you to unlock the door. That's literally
This
on my
is a
front
true
door.
story. I'll take a picture and share it.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's fun. This is funny. They actually have one from Coeur d'Alene, and it's one you already mentioned, but it's slightly different.
Is the
It says, no. In Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, a police officer who suspects a couple is having sex in a vehicle, so this is affirmation,
Yeah.
confirmation, right? Must honk the patrol car horn 3 times and wait 2 minutes.
2 minutes
before approaching the vehicle.
No, 3 is better. 3 is
It
better.
is,
I
but
say
2's funnier.
12 minutes. 25 minutes.
We need at least 12 more minutes. Please.
You know what?
Go get another police officer.
My parents. Oh my God, my mom's gonna hate me. My parents.
Go ahead. We'll pull it up.
Okay. My parents actually got caught, like in their 70s, making out and skinny dipping off the lake, and they got told not to do it. They got in trouble for skinny dipping. Yeah, Lake Coeur d'Alene, I believe it was. Too.
People should just be able to live their lives.
I know it, especially if you're in your 70s. Just do it.
Patty says 2 is fine if you're over 60. 2 minutes. Yeah. I don't know. Doesn't it take longer the older you get? Is what I feel like. Right? I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe that's not what she meant. Maybe my mind is just in the gutter all the time.
Patty, I think you need to expand on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So here, we'll put this one up. Kristen's doing her homework over here. You must wear Speedos in France in public swimming pools. In France, men are only allowed to wear extremely tight-fitting swimming trunks in the pool. Attempts to jump into the pool in shorts may lead to you being rescued by a lifeguard or hauled out by a large hook. I don't think. See, this is just an excuse for those men wearing those Speedos.
I like this. I think we need to incorporate that here. I think that's a good law.
Men in Speedos? Have you seen the men in France in Speedos?
Yes, actually, I have.
Well, the young ones maybe.
Yeah.
But it's the really old ones that have bellies out to here and just, yeah.
You know what?
And
No matter what you're wearing, and you have the bellies out to here and the hairy back, it doesn't,
Well, that's
Speedos
true.
don't cover that.
That's true.
You ever want
may
to
be
feel really
true.
good about yourself? Go to a water park like at Disney World.
Hey, those people have great self-worth and self-confidence.
I know.
wish I could
I know.
parade around in a
And then
bathing suit.
she just go, why am I worried about anything?
Well, true,
That's
right?
right.
I know.
And
It
you
really
feel
is
good about
true.
yourself. It really does.
Yeah, it really does. And people it shouldn't be an issue, right? It should. But
Yeah.
here we are. It shouldn't be an issue, but there are some men I don't want to see in a Speedo. Let's see. It is against the law in Oregon to coast down a hill with your vehicle in neutral. Well,
Really?
I mean, that could be kind of dangerous, actually.
Oh, your
But
brakes still work.
they do. It's
I don't
true.
know what
I
that's
don't
all
know.
about.
Yeah.
And that's England?
No, it's in Oregon.
Yeah, it's Oregon. I
Yeah.
mean, come on. You know, Oregon. Mm-hmm.
Bad news for the hairy in Omaha, Nebraska, where a man is not allowed to sport a shaved chest. Well, I think that the hairy would be cool with that because they're just hairy anyway, right? It's not like they're trying to shave their chest.
So they're not allowed to shave their chest?
No,
So they have to be
they
hairy.
have to be hairy.
How do you know?
So
How do you know?
how do you know if they shaved their chest? This is a really good question.
Yeah, like, excuse me, sir, can I see your legs?
And your back
and your
and your arms. And I see all of
If you are
it.
super hairy and your chest is bald, you are on the gel. You're in the gel.
Yeah.
What?
but-
Again, that's a woman. That's a woman married. This is what happened. Okay. Woman mayor marries a guy, right?
Yeah.
And she kind of likes it, but he starts shaving his chest. And then, like 2 days after shaving your chest, she wakes up and she's got like rug burn all over her side of her face from laying on his chest. She's like, I can't take it, having a little rug burn.
What are you doing to me? That's funny.
Whatever do you mean, Lauren?
Nothing. It's really funny. You're funny.
It's a good thing about it.
Ladies,
Think about
have
it.
you ever had rug burn from a man's hairy chest?
That's right.
Have you ever?
Well,
had-
if it's not shaved, then it's fine. That could be wiry, but it's not going to get. But imagine if someone didn't shave; they just had like that little growth
Oh
on
yeah,
their
so
face.
it's growing back. Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Got it. I got it.
You got that.
I am picking up what you are throwing down.
It's because
right?
we're one in the brain. One in the brain.
Okay, here we go. In 1909, law in Washington state made it mandatory for, and in quotations, is a motorist with criminal intentions to stop at the city limits and telephone the chief of police as he is entering town. Hello,
Hey.
chief of police. I plan to rob the bank in 25 minutes.
Oh my gosh. One of these that I think I forgot to read it, but it said that I think it was in Arkansas that before you go to fight a fire in Arkansas, you have to take 15 minutes in practice.
15 minutes.
15 minutes.
That's really funny.
I'm almost there. I'm practicing. I'm practicing.
Okay. So Patty says not from a chest.
Oh,
Jonas says,
okay.
haha, do tell.
Yeah, Jonas. Shall I? What does Kristen say?
Kristen
You cannot
says,
be.
you cannot be reincarnated. Wait, hold on. You cannot be reincarnated without permission in China. In 2007, the Chinese government banned Buddhists from reincarnating without prior written authorization for an important move to institutionalize management of reincarnation. Well, that's just hilarious.
Okay, so
That
sometimes-
sounds like a law that China.
Sometimes it makes it, sometimes I see books. I used to write books in one part of my life, and you go to somebody, and I know how hard it is. So imagine, like, you look at some books and go, why is that out there? Why
Yeah.
is that? Like, I literally was in a bookstore, there's a whole book section on vagina books. Vagina
On
art,
vagina.
vagina books. So this
Like
is something.
vagina art? Is that what you said?
That's one of them,
Oh,
and vagina art pieces. So imagine this, though, that somebody decided to go to China and say, we need to start asking permission. So somebody brought this up, and they weren't laughed out of court. And somebody else said, that's a good idea. Before we reincarnate anyone, you have to sign a permission. And another group said, we like that idea. Like, nobody went, wait a minute.
Yeah, I know.
I'm calling BS on this. Nobody did that.
Right.
And they passed it.
yeah,
I want to be the person in the room going, wait a minute.
just standing
Wait a
there
minute.
and questioning all of it.
Yeah.
That's why I think a lot of these early laws were really just jokes to begin with, right? Like
Yeah.
some of the early ones, and they just sit around and they're there and they exist. I mean, there are thousands of laws that exist because of one little crazy thing that happened.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Like
But
right
you're
now, when if we had to come up with laws of drinking this, we have amazingly beneficial laws.
Absolutely. we
I
will.
don't think it would incorporate camels or alligators. I don't think it would be that. I think we need to have something about whiskey, about shaving. I don't know. I think it has to do something with when you need to color your hair.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's important. No overwaxing eyebrows. I
no
think that's so important.
Yeah.
You know, we should have some waxing, some makeup. You know, makeup laws. Like if you have brown eyes, don't wear brown eyeshadow. Everybody knows you just don't do that.
That's right. You just don't.
You just don't do
You
that.
just don't do
What
that.
else you got there?
Okay, let's find something in here. Hold on. This one is.
Oh, look
this
at
one
Heidi. Heidi says, "Let's be good looking girls because it's so." Thanks, Heidi.
Yeah, we're having fun, aren't we? How to be a good tourist. Let's find this out.
Oh, I was
Right?
just a tourist in Mexico. I was awesome. I actually drove in Cancun. It was nerve wracking
Yeah.
because the laws there are like options. They're like suggestions.
Yeah. They're not really
like those lines.
They're-
I don't know if you want to use them, you don't have to.
I think there are a lot of countries in the world where traffic laws are just a suggestion.
Yeah.
Right?
Not here though, man. You even think about like Washington State. You even think about going over the speed limit in Washington State. They know that. They like mind melt you, and they know you're going to think about it, and they get you.
Oh, how to be a good tourist.
Okay, I need to know.
Let's see.
I'm
Many-
studying, Patty, because I'm coming to Belize. So I'll be a good
This
tourist.
is a good one. So many cities across the country have odd sounding names or names that require residency to pronounce correctly. I mean, Coeur de Lion is probably like that, right? Nobody pronounces it that way. But people who have never been here before have no idea how to say it. But only one city was so fed up with mispronunciations of its name. Where's my cord? It's over there. That its officials have made it against the law. In Joliet, Illinois, it is illegal to say Joliet instead of the proper Joliet, and it is punishable by a $5 fine. Yeah, I think that is a really great idea, actually.
I think it is too.
You could, I think that, excuse me while I plug my computer in. I think, you know what, that is a more meaningful way to raise money for your state than some of the other ways they try to do it. Like, or for the city. Like, no, to say it right.
Oh.
Learn how to say our city's name or we're charging you $5.
Okay, so
Right?
we're in a French place, and I will tell you, we have a lot of French visitors here at the Coeur de Lion. And I have asked, this is going into our 11th season, I have asked, how do you say the name of our city? And they go, Coeur de Lion. And I'm okay, Coeur de Lion. They go, no, Coeur. I go, okay, Coeur. No, Coeur. Okay, no, Coeur.
Coeur.
It actually is Coeur. Coeur. Finally, someone told me to say Coeur. And I'm like, okay, I feel like I'm saying it the way they go, no, Coeur. And this is their hand motion. No, Coeur.
Aren't there characters on Saturday Night Live from like a while ago where there's the husband and the wife and they have the same name? But I can't remember what it is. I don't remember, like
Chris and Chris.
No, it's not Chris. It's a weird name. It's like, and they speak everything in their English American accents, and then they say their name. It's really funny. I don't know why I just thought of that, but that reminded me.
That's awesome.
All right. I know. I'm such a
Kristen
good
has another one.
storyteller.
Virginia art.
All right. You can't crush beer cans with your breasts in Australia. They don't like that in Australia. I'm going to try that. In 2007, a barmaid was found to be in breach of the Liquor Control Act and fined $1,000 as a result of entertaining her customers in this way. And next week on Whiskey and Weird, beer crushing with the boobies.
So I just did a video, TikTok video of my sister. My sister's kind of got this. And this is what to do when you see a roach and there's a lady sitting there and she's eating, and all of a sudden this roach goes across and she takes her boob and goes bam, bam, bam on the table. And Kelly's looking to Deborah, so this is you.
Oh my
I don't think
gosh.
she's on here.
That's really funny.
Oh.
That's awesome. I like that one, Kristen.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for playing along. That's a lot of fun. I appreciate it. Anyone else?
Patty, I sent this
Oh
video
my
to
God.
Patty, and she laughed so hard. She sent me an audio. She goes, she's laughing so hard she's snorting through her nose. It's so funny.
That is really funny. Okay, let's find a couple more because we're running out of time.
So I want to tell Heidi and those that just came on, we are drinking whiskey mules. These are so good. This is ginger beer, and let me hold it while you're looking at that. I'm going to hold up the bottle.
This the bottle or the whiskey?
Both.
The whiskey or the ginger? There you go.
So she's looking that up, and so I want to show
All
this
right.
to Heidi. This is the whiskey. It's an Irish whiskey, and I did my first whiskey tasting. I think I failed. I don't know. I've never done it before. My eyes rolled back in my head, and my eyeballs bled, but it was good. It was really good. And then we mixed it with this ginger beer, cock and bull. It is so amazingly good. This is so good. I love this.
It's really, really good. All right, here's one about being quiet. Keep it down, people. Keep it down. Someone in Little Rock definitely had quite a list of pet peeves that made it into city's noise ordinances. I think a lot of laws are from pet peeves.
Probably, yeah.
In addition to the prohibition on honking at sandwich shops, there's a whole list of unlawful noises. A boiler that blows a steam whistle unless used to signal the open and close of work.
Okay, that makes sense. Think about the person living above that place.
Right. Right?
And there's like, I'm going to make a law that says you can't do this.
Yeah. Animals and birds that emit frequent or prolonged noises. I love the verbiage. Emit frequent and prolonged noises.
So
how about animals and birds that just make too much noise?
Or just a noise every now and then. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Any type of yelling, hooting, or shouting out near dwellings, hotels, and hospitals in a way that causes public annoyance. Well, like that
That's an
seems,
opinion.
I know, that
That's an
seems
opinion
really
law.
subjective, right?
That's an opinion law.
Vehicles that make rattling and grinding noises. But haven't we all at one point or another in our lives had a vehicle that made rattling or
And
grinding
haven't we all been
noises?
annoyed by that?
Yes. All
Like
of
I
the
tell you,
above.
if anybody that lives out here in Cougar Gulch, if you drive that white SUV and you have that little short blonde haircut, or you drive that big black truck, learn to drive. I'm going to cause a law that says if you drive in the freaking middle of the road while you're making a corner, I'm going to cause a law that allows me to throw you in jail because you two keep doing it.
How about keeping bingo clean?
No.
All right. Bingo aficionados tend to collect a great number of good luck charms. Troll dolls are popular along with rabbit's feet and lucky clovers. Bingo games are often run by church groups and are generally considered innocuous in terms of gambling. But innocuous isn't the same as harmless in Salem, Pennsylvania. Lawmakers set one limitation. Anyone convicted of a felony is not allowed to operate a bingo game. It's also illegal to advertise prizes in bingo games.
Those are important.
Mm-hmm.
You ever been Baptist? You know
You
that's
should-
important.
You cannot. I wonder if somebody found out that their bingo caller had been in jail for a couple days.
I'm getting him. He never pulled my numbers. I think Kristen has another one.
Okay. She does. In Greece, police are prohibited from arresting anyone on university grounds. A very old law still in force in Greece prohibits law enforcement.
Prohibits
get
law
that.
enforcement
From entering universities.
So the universities are crazy places.
Yeah.
They're crazy places.
Great. Right? Nobody can go in.
Nobody
That's
can.
a good one.
I'm not going to school in Greece because
Oh.
no law is provided, and it's craziness.
That's awesome. All right, you guys. So we're about to wrap up. That was a lot of fun, actually. We could probably sit here for another 2 hours
We should just do
and
that
read
maybe.
these.
Yeah.
And so join us tomorrow at the same time, same place.
Yeah. We'll
Right?
make another.
And we'll
What
do
other
it
whiskey?
again.
What other whiskey drinks do you know how to make?
I you know what? I don't make a lot of whiskey drinks because I drink my whiskey neat.
Straight.
Yeah. So
on
that
the
neat
rocks, Yeah.
neat means not on the rocks.
So I like mine dirty. Is that what it's called?
I don't know.
I'm
but
totally
I
making this up.
probably.
I like
You
mine.
like dirty whiskey?
I like dirty whiskey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I don't mind it, but I usually would drink it.
How about this is a Speedo whiskey?
A Speedo. That would make sense in my brain.
This is a Speedo whiskey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny.
This has been fun. Thank you for having me here.
You are very welcome. Thank you for being here. That was
Yeah.
fun, Sanja. And
Cheers,
thanks everybody
Sanja.
for joining us. Like, follow, share this if you want. It'll be on if you want to share it on your Facebook page with people who might be interested. But yeah, join me again soon. I hope I'll be on again soon. Thanks,
Bye.
guys. Take care. Mwah. Stay weird. Oh, maybe I should turn that off.